NBC 10 News.
While a lot of people already think tipping culture has gotten out of hand, now there's a new scourge coming for your wallet: service fees. More and more places are asking customers to pay a tip and a percentage on top of their bill. In some cases, people aren't even clear what they're paying for. NBC 10's Keith Jones has more on the increasing frustration for diners.
It's what most restaurant goers expect. Your bill comes at the end of the meal and you're charged for food and drinks. Tip is optional. But more and more recently, customers are seeing something unexpected: confusing and sometimes sneaky service charges, driving up the cost of restaurant meals.
Tipping on top of it feels really excessive, like what, 30 or 40% of the bill extra?
In some places, including Chicago and LA, there's a bill backlash by fed-up diners who put together a spreadsheet on Reddit tracking the restaurants that have a service fee, accusing them of charging 10, 15, and 20%. Instead of service fees, it's sometimes called kitchen love, wellness, and happy and healthy fees.
I don't understand. When did all of these fees get put on the consumer?
Now, some officials are demanding transparency. In Washington, D.C., the Attorney General releasing new guidelines Wednesday requiring restaurants to disclose all fees to diners.
Consumers are entitled to know in advance what they're spending their money on. That information needs to be prominently, clearly, understandably displayed.
According to the National Restaurant Association, about 15% of restaurants are tacking on service fees to the overall bill. They say restaurants are adding the surcharge due to higher payroll for staff and wanting to add health insurance for employees. Restaurant owner James Malio says it's important to be upfront about extra charges. At his restaurant in Manhattan, 18% gratuity is automatically added to the bill. It says so right on the menu. No extra tip is expected.
It's the foundation of why this system has worked for us. Honestly, it's really the foundation of any good customer experience, right?
Malios added a hospitality surcharge to try to recover from the COVID pandemic.
It's hard for me to put into words how difficult that year was for our industry.
He says an added preset fee to the bill also helps offer a competitive wage. With restaurants switching up their billing, some customers are left confused, wondering where that extra money goes and what happens now with tipping. A service charge generally doesn't mean gratuities included, so servers still need to be tipped. And if you're worried about those extra charges, check the fine print on the menu or make sure you ask before you order. Keith Jones, NBC 10 News.
The Phillies look to bounce back today from their loss against the Twins.